Okay. And setup stuff is ready. No one in chat at the moment, but oh well. Hello, my battalion and viewers. I'm the Knight of Arcane, and today we're just having fun with a Digimon stream. We're using Angewomon and MetalGreymon because, I don't know, the idea came to my head and wanted to try it. Originally, this was like an idea I was going to do on like a Friday stream because I wanted to try to have a lot of my Friday streams to be, to be fusion streams. The idea being, Fusion Fridays. But the main reason why I'm not is because I then came up with an idea with Lilo and Stitch experiments, because that abomination of a remake is coming out this weekend. So I'm hoping to, pick up traction from the holy algorithm. So yeah. And if there's any experiments you want me to see in this fusion, they're not fusions between different Lilo and Stitch experiments. They'll be with something else that will be a surprise. I have a community post that you can comment on for whoever you would like. Huh. It must be a slow day. Even possible also because it is Digimon. I like Digimon. It does feel kind of a little on the nicher side. Do Angewomon has a good design, I think. At least with the we can say for sure with the helmet. Other people might be like, "Gee, you like her design for other reasons." Like, okay, maybe a little bit. Can't blame someone for that, can you? Probably would because yeah, but still. I'll worry about the mouth later. Let's see. This one a little closer. I was wondering if that wasn't showing up, but I feel like maybe they should be. Trying to decide if they should be behind the helmet or on like the little things here. Hello, Gallhound. I'm hoping it's a good one. Let's try it with the horns in the. Is there any Angewomon posing? Probably just one of those. And I'm seeing other messages. That's good to know about Angewomon. She's probably somewhere in the top 10-ish, possibly. I very much do like the bug ones, like Kuwagamon and the Kuwagamon Ultimate Evolution, Kabuterimon, Tentamon, Lady Devimon, Beelzemon. There's a lot. There's just a lot. Yep, that's how Digimon evolutions work. There's a. I still love like one of It was like in a Drawfee episode where Karina was like explaining how Digimon evolutions pretty much work, where it's like with like Pokemon, it goes like using like some Pokemon where it was like Charmander evolves into Charizard, evolves in Charizard with like guns, who evolves into like they've had like Professor Oak, and I think Ditto was also thrown in there. Probably make give her. Hit the wrong thing. Well, wings are definitely going to be interesting when we get to that. kind of want to try some foreshortening. Luckily, there's a good MetalGreymon reference image Google's giving me. Try this a little bit. This part is going to be very fun. Okay. What I'm going to do is just quickly, since I already have it on other layer, I'm going to just try to start figuring out a little bit how the arm should supposedly look. Probably should probably add some Angewomon details onto the arm, but right now I'm just trying to get the basic mechanical part of it figured out first. Might have to just also do some other rearranging. Honestly, probably about like that. Looks good. And there's someone new. I'm gonna look on this. Hello, Thunder. Trying to figure out how to do this hand. Let's see, it should be about. Yeah. Probably going to be some creative liberties taken. I think these are supposed to be missile launchers here, based off of whatever these references are having. It looks like it should probably be like this. something here. I kind of do also want to give it like a thumb. So, but yeah. Honestly, not bad. I think I'm gonna lock this layer so I don't accidentally do anything. Mess it up. Or I watched both Pokemon and Digimon growing up. If I remember correctly, Digimon mostly was like in the mornings on weekdays, while Pokemon was like on the weekends or after school. So one thing in general our family is kind of beating ourselves up is where for some reason, and because I guess we weren't as into it at one point, probably later elementary schoolish time. My mom had gotten rid of a bunch of our Digimon like stuff, like some toys and stuff, and like she and it was like definitely a regret about that. What I should also be starting to look at. Yeah. Okay. We are going to have to add some wings. Need to be on this. And there'll probably be some other. And there'll be some other details we'll figure out a little bit later to put onto this. Trying to figure out how they should. Like, there's definitely something right here that I think is kind of cool that I like right now, but it's not. Like, there's still some stuff to do. Probably right behind the head, I'll add some more. would add some of the add a little bit more to reference the ones that MetalGreymon had. I for some like okay, like I've had this idea probably since last week. Originally, it was going to be last Friday, but something just not clicking right, so didn't happen. But occasionally, I just keep on saying, War Greymon instead of Metal Greymon. So we're gonna add a little. Yeah. This is old. Well, yeah, no, it's pretty much at this point. It's old-ish, like it's 2023-ish. Ish for that was going to be for a video that never happened. Something could happen with it now, but who knows? That had a very that did a rough whoever this is, Angewomon design that I liked, so at some point probably will. Okay. Okay. Because okay, now we have to figure out how we want to. How is this supposed to look? Definitely gonna be, you can say, interesting. I might even try to do the open version. And then we don't get to see this as much. Nope. Should be. Is it a little swirl thing? Because I. Yes, there is one to this direction. So about like that. Yeah, that's how it looks. Technically, it'll have a few extra wings. Or wing part. I don't know what these would be considered. Because, I don't know, might as well make it look cool and interesting. There is probably some jokes that are going to be made about this. Yeah. On a little bit of a different note, I was able to see the new Final Destination movie yesterday. Since the theater, my local theater has, I guess it's technically half price. It has the better price movies on Tuesdays. So I really wanted to see it, so I did it on the day it would have the best price. Kind of almost want to do like a video review thing for it. Don't think it might. I don't really think it'll get that many views or anything, but I just think it'd be fun. Oh yeah, we're also gonna have to figure out the little bit going back to this. Gonna have to figure out the ribbon thing. One thing, I want to give a big finger to whoever decided to put Final Destination the movie about cheating death and looking for signs and clues, putting that in theater 13. They think they're so funny doing that. Chuckle fuck. I'm gonna keep it like that. I don't know. I like this big splotch. Like that. Alright, we're gonna. I might have to mix some of these details I'm seeing on the shoes on like the clock, cause that could be interesting. I don't know why they put it in theater 13. And if you're asking like why I'm being like, what's so bad about theater 13? It's like 13, unlucky 13, with Final Destination movie in it. Like that sounds like a sign. I do. That's a bad sign. Yeah, the wings I'm okay with having go off, but I really want to add the feet, and which is probably one of the weirdest sentences I have said in general, but also on stream for sure. But I want to give her some give her some dino feet. Yep, do it there. I'm just gonna add some more zippers to it. I'm gonna do like here, whatever. Add a shoe, even though it's, or at least like a shoe strap sort of thing. Then that there. And there's more people. I'm gonna lay to that in a moment. Hello, Ark. I am good. Like the post was is about that other is about the Lilo and Stitch experiment streams. Since I haven't done a stream yet this week and meant to more or less wanted to at one point. What day is it? On Monday, but didn't do it, so doing it on here. Yeah. Another. Okay. I know. Let's see. Besides the tail. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, if anyone has any experiments from Lilo and Stitch to show up on possibly on stream Friday, there's a community post to comment on about it. I'm hoping to get a few because I think even with talking, it's not going to take super long to get through a lot of them. Okay, should be, so it's about like this. Okay, I'm gonna pull back up the. There is like this, and then like to here we can. It's like at least to here we could say, at least when it comes to it. Oh, there's some interest. At least this one has some interesting. Is it on the stuff with the leg that I should definitely try to add? Need to get some better look at the freaking tail. Hello, DMZ. No, I understand. Art lag is the worst, so understandable. Favorite Digimon? God. Oh, that is a hard one. Even if I went like with each generation that I really watched. Angewomon's good. Wargreymon is good. Like Beelzemon, Impmon, Terriermon, Magna. Which one's Magnamon again? Oh yeah, that armor one. Split second trying to remember other Digimon. I'm gonna save this while I do a quick thinking. Oh yeah, yeah, especially the winged form Beelzemon. Rhinomon's good. Gallantmon and Chaos Gallantmon are also really good. Nefertitimon. I think it's what it's called. The one Gadamon's armored Digivolution. Devimon, Ogremon. Found Bancho Lilymon. That's cool. Am I likely to partially also name a few Digimon that have shown up in Digi-Destiny, which everyone should... Well, everyone that's into Digimon should watch, listen, because it's really cool. It's pretty much Dungeons and Dragons with Digimon. Oh yeah, that's actually should be... I'm going to put Ring. The ideas I have is we're going to have it be that the tail is like also has like the cloth thing. Yeah, BL Starmon is also good. It's hot. I don't know if people were here. At least I think maybe Galahound was here when I said it. Like, I like Kuwagamon and its ultimate evolution. Tomega's also kind of cool. I just I just know the other two longer. Tentamon, Kabuterimon. Mega Kabuterimon's okay. I don't know. I like regular Kabuterimon more. The gear, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head. Like, Devimon's good. Duskmon is cool. I mainly know him now because of Digi-Destiny, but you know, like design wise, it's good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, besides some more details on the arm, we're going to do at some point, which also to make some stuff easier for when we have to then move over to actually lining them. I'm going to put all this in here. I think I'm going to have this one so I can at least... Armor, I'd probably give it to Digimon, honestly. And Nefertirimon. Oh wait, Rydramon is also there. That's a good one also. So many good ones. Yeah, Wargreymon, Black Wargreymon, which is, you know, obviously it's just the same, just different color. Especially if you're into that edge. Omegamon, pretty cool. There's that other Digimon one, the other Agumon line from like Dusk Dawn in that anime that came around the same time, where it gets like he gets like red wings. Ancient Uh, Ancient Greymon, I think it is. It's like one of the Greymons from like the season with the armor. Fun story. He he in first grade when the whichever or Digimon series where they where the humans turned into the Digimon on, it came out when I was in like first grade, and we had some sort of art project, and I really wanted to draw the little bear guy with like that had like the gun and tactical gear. I really wanted to draw that instead of like just using shapes. And my teacher, who I hated my first grade teacher a lot, she was not great, was really mad that I decided to do that. Which I'm a first grader. Why would you? Something like this is bound to happen. And she then forced me to then make the to do something with the actual like because it's pretty much was putting paper shapes onto a black piece of paper to make something. I then worked on that one. I think it was Ancient Greymon. I was working on that with the shapes on the and on the other side. So I saw the original drawing on the back. I never got that piece of art back. I don't know if it was because of teacher or some other thing that happened. But yeah, I was not. I do not think I was lucky with a lot of teachers growing up. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah. He can be in a superhero one, yeah. Like, I had good ones. In elementary school, though, which would be kindergarten for 6th grade in my district, it was more or less every other one I had, like, a problem with. Kindergarten was great. 2nd grade was great. 4th grade was phenomenal. 5th grade, we had one teacher that was okay. The other teacher, I think, was better. 6th grade, it was kind of meh. 1st and 3rd grade, though, for sure, sucked. Outside of that, I definitely had some good ones post all that. Post. Granted, of course, also had bad ones. Freaking business teacher in college. Yeah. But I still like my history teacher from 7th grade. He was a good one. It was also when I definitely got more into mythology because we talked about mythology in it. So God, I'm almost not looking forward to the wings. Okay, so nope, it should be like Ah, thank you. Yeah, bullying though. Yeah, I had a few of those, and I'm gonna repress those because they don't deserve to have my acknowledgement or power that they. I don't even remember most of them anymore. I know it happened, but screw them. They don't mean anything to me. That's kind of how they are. Yeah. I'll just do them on a different one for those. Yep. I think we can start working on just a little bit higher. Higher, king of the sky, flying too fast and flying too high. Higher, flying high. Legend will never die. Hello, Ben. Almost sounded like I said Ven. I need to drink more water. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of Digimon stuff I want to try to do at some point. I think it'd be cool to like do some more fusions, but also do like fusions with the armor Digimon. Probably starting with just the ones that are in like the same group, have the same ones. Like Vmon's 2 from the anime, Hawkmon's 2 from the anime, and Armadillomon's 2 from the anime. What was I also thinking of? Oh yeah, I also want to like redesign like on the wiki they show like what the other Digimon look like with their armor forms, and it's not as good because they weren't really designed to be like for them. That could be like a fun redesign. No, whatever. That looks better back there. Like, one thing still though, fantasy world. No, I am the fantasy when it comes to original stuff. I'm not gonna design them as I'm not gonna turn pop culture stuff into like creatures in like a more original stuff. I might do non-canon stuff where I make characters or whatever based off of pop culture people, but not like straight up monsters. Like I don't know how Popcross is going to do some of his multiverse stuff to keep it, but I'm going to do the smart thing of not having to try to worry about that. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I think I didn't read the for some reason my sometimes I feel like I might have dyslexia because I can read this my brain will change words that shouldn't be. I mean, Popcross has some of his own original books and stuff, and there is other stuff that he is thinking on trying to make into books also, but they definitely have some more, occasionally some more pop culture related, and who knows how that's gonna go. Yeah, other Digimon. Yeah, I guess like if you're talking like monsters and like yeah, probably figure something out for that maybe. Again, I am trying to do more. As much as I am still doing some, I do slowly, even if I'm doing it very badly, want to get to a point where I am just doing the more original stuff. Like Overlord or Angel. Eh. I mean, since I know for a fact, even in real life, I'm not going to heaven. Probably then Overlord. In the land of the dead, heck, grand. I'm the overlord of the underworld, 'cause I hold horror's hand. In the land of the dead. Again, I'm not remembering some of the lyrics. I love that song, I just can't remember the freaking lyrics at the moment. I become a Digimon. And I'm in that Digimon human turning into Digimon season I don't remember the name of still. Dark Dark Side Royalty. Yep. Yeah, that's that one. I'm falling down in the underground. You can't take that away from me. No, you can't take that from me. Hear the cats doing stuff. I assume it's them. Assume that's they're the reason I'm hearing random noises coming, sounding like they're knocking into my door. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, there's a lot of good. Voltaire has a lot of good songs. I gotta keep an eye out. There was like I think like in the last year or so. Oh, he actually was where I was, and I didn't know, and I was like, I want to see him live. I want to see him live. That would be so fun. Yeah. Of course, a classic, The Night, and Brains is also good. They call me by name, you see, for my special touch. Call me by anything. Live. That's a good one. That's a good shorter one. Pale moonlight. Vampire, vampire, hotter than hellfire. Hey, she's a vampire, vampire. Like a Vampire, get what you need. Vampire, what you need. Vampire, listen your needs. Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 2025? Did I use an... I did. What did I put on... Oh yeah, the horns. I'm gonna just borrow... I'm just gonna go onto a different layer for a moment while I work on the claws. Why do I feel like there's probably like some vampire in like some sort of fiction that has also been able to turn into a dragon. That sounds like something I would think Castlevania Dracula has probably done at least once. So you just gotta get you just gotta find that vampire that does it that way. Okay, I'm gonna give it like rings on the fingers. At least one. Might do a second in a moment. No, a second. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to figure out some good effects to put around this claw. Probably some sparks and shot. That is true. I am vaguely remembering that movie. Seen it once. It was definitely something, we could say. Yeah. Cool. I just like vaguely has been mentioned at one point, but that's cool. I still technically need to make my D&D character for a campaign that my sister wants to run that has me and my cousins. Trying to remember what layers are where and what should be trying to be erased. I actually don't want to see that because we're already have too many remakes of good properties being done, and all this nostalgia stuff they've done is just has not been good. I want to see original. That's why I'm impressed with a lot of, independent people, cuz what they're doing is out is out there. It's better. So I don't really want to see a remake of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, which I remember watching a lot of when as a kid. That's cool. Yeah, sure. We no, that is the 12th that they're showing. When we get to coloring, we're definitely gonna add in the Greymon stripes, but right now should be fine. I do know that it seems like almost either impossible or just very hard to do it on stream in general. So, you're good. Yeah, that's a bit much. Like, it's also kind of a lot, even for, say, if a fan fiction writer did something with it. Oh, right. It should be about. That is also a thing to think about. Different. not as worried since this is. If I did do anything with it, the video would probably just be time lapse. So yeah, these are looking good. I need to do some more dinosaurs in general. Yeah, these are looking cool. Oh yeah, this T-Rex looking thing is like they're like both dinosaurs are impressing me. It's just T-Rex ones, Predator ones definitely are going to do it the most. But yeah, this is a nice looking scene. We got a little horde and like columns and stuff. It's looking really good. I like the scene. I need to do more scenes also. But you have, I think you're got scenes down pretty good, Arc. And then these guys. I like these shapes here. And this nice tail. It's like almost axolotl like. And so it's really cool, especially with the plating. And little details here. Feel like there's missing an arm like shape, shadow thing, kind of like this one. But yeah, still looking good. And this one's cool. It's like the Ankylosaurus or whatever, the one that has like all the spikes and stuff on it. It's got that all the way up to here. Look, that's cool. I don't know exactly what this is. If it's another, I think it's another spike, which makes sense and looks cool, but also makes me think of like some other. I don't know what sort of detail that also looks cool. Like it's part of the jaw thing. I think the colors are nice for both. And I do like the blue eye. And we're going back to work. Pangolin. I think I'm gonna give you pangolin. I think there's one called like a fairy pangolin or something similar. Or that's what I'll give. I'm gonna look to see if I can even find the fairy pang. Yep, I'm going to type it into the normal chat on here. Fairy pangolin. Fairy pangolin. Pangolin is like some sort of like armored sort of creature. Oh, right, that should. I found out about the fairy pangolin because of a True Green 7 video, which because he used it as like inspiration for one of his fake mon. Also, surprisingly, pangolins in general have been actually mentioned in Monster Con. Ah, yeah, that makes sense with how it's looking. Yeah, looks. Yep, like usual, it looking good art. Like there's probably some I just can't tell you them off the top of my head because that game has a lot of monsters in general. Yeah, this might do. Yeah, no, yeah, this is looking good. Now the part I'm really dreading. Kinda. Depend. If I'm remembering one of the overly sarcastic productions videos correctly, the one about the werewolves, and the one probably about Dracula, some vampires already could turn into wolves, so it wasn't that much of a. And that's kind of over time how like the werewolf thing came from. I am probably remembering that wrong, so don't quote me on it. So if they already do that, they're already like apex predator killer sort of thing. Yeah, great. Now I have to trying to figure out how I want to do these stupid wings. Just gonna start doing Probably this with a bunch of holes and missing looking chunks like Greymon. I can imagine it doesn't feel like it's feels like something that's probably definitely something that's like I would assume someone that was also done. Minotaur and that putting like some of the most famous, common, whatever Greek monsters together. Oh man, thinking about just in general, like putting together like all, putting maybe not all, really like putting like most of like the most famous Greek monsters together. That would be like a night. I don't know about nightmare chimera, but it'd definitely be a very busy chimera. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe I should start doing one, but set of one set one by one. That way I can at least know what I'm doing a little bit. There's definitely some out there hybrid. I do also think that's a lot. Like, there's a lot of like sci-fi, both sci-fi and fantasy creatures where they're like where they just pretty much make hybrids of animals instead of like or kind of almost more obviously they're hybrids of stuff. Yep, just some more holes need to be made. No, thank you, Dempsey, and good luck with whoever's stream you're modding. I mean, Ben, I think they kind of almost. There's a Futurama episode that kind of almost hints on how that would work. Eggs, pretty much. Honestly, probably. I think they're pretty much saying like normal. They say how like fish tend to do that always. Tape Jara. No idea. Oh, that's cool. That's a good. I think that's a good thing, especially because they have like they make like the angelic people being very important. So yeah. Vidix. Not familiar with them off the top of my head. Oof, and trolls. That's not good. We are at least we don't have trolls here. There's no trolls here unless you want to bring you want to bring it here yourself. I don't know. I don't remember how the quote goes. I know I just saw rewatched episode 2 the other day, but does not mean I remember it because it's probably one of the more random quotes anyway. Troblin. That I do remember. Well, I say remember. I had never watched Mystic Force. I watched. I forgot his name. I think it's Connor the Waffle. He had like a. He's doing like a Power Rangers retrospective, and last month or so he did covered Mystic Force. So I do remember that. Oh yeah, trolls like that. Yeah. Like we're okay with the fantasy troll because the fantasy troll is just more or less just trying to have a good time. And you put some bigger ones on this wing. Yeah, I was in a campaign where there was a where I had where I met like a half half elf that was also a dwarf. Pretty much when it comes to like ones like that, that's it does make it's part bleh, it does something I kind of like that I don't think I've seen that many people do as much where they making like doing the half elf but they're doing it like half another D&D race. Partially either for flavor, some of it might actually be using in like mechanics of two races, but for the most part, not. Yeah, I think I have a contemplation how to do that. You made a Z. You made a Zinchian demon then. Yeah. What? Yeah. I'm gonna try alternate layers for that. Okay. Now we have to find every. Yeah. Taking some extra places, but more. Almost, but wouldn't be a hard thing to fix, but just would have been a little annoying, I think. Oh, yeah, we also have to do all of that. Okay, we have at least one part we know we can get to it. Okay, another part. Few parts. Yep, I'm just seeing it on a toe, that part in there, so. Pretty sure there's probably something that just showed up on chat, and I'll just get to it in just a moment. Oh, no, that's actually should be cut. Oh, I'm like, what the this is that part there, and like, oh no, wait, that's also a toe. I've seen people do bird folks for like pretty much everything, so not that hard to see. Sure, ask away. It's probably going to be the blonde color we'll use, but nope, wrong. That's not supposed to be blonde. See, these three should be white. This will be the sort of red, but might get changed. I not did that part. I'll just have that be rid also. Okay. No, I am not. I have not been a DM. At some point, I would like to do some D&D campaigns where I am a DM. I would love to do like some DMD either campaigns or even one shots with the rest of the art crew and boss level, but I haven't. So I'm not. I'm not good. So I can say I'm not good at making puzzles. Yeah. Don't know who would be the best to ask about making it, asking for advice for it. Maybe Nate? I think I've heard that Nate does some, so maybe them. Oh yeah, this is. It seems like almost brownish. Yep, I know there's some colors to change at some point. Oh, yeah, we're gonna add that detail, so. And we'll close that circle. Oh yeah, we also have to make all the line details for that. Is it a different? I mean, of course not. It's not a different color. Maybe. Let's go into here-ish. Actually, did we? I mean, we're gonna make those rings gold anyway, so probably stick with silver. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just make all the wires this version of gray. Want whatever this toy is though of MetalGreymon that's got pulled up. Try to find it here-ish. We'll use, yeah. Yeah, gotta go check that because I know I just got into the zone a little bit, so. Yep. Okay, going up a little bit. Yeah, no plans at the moment, but yeah, could be interesting. We would because I've also been listening to D&D horror stories. I definitely would have to, whoever I did get together, have like a course of session 0 to make sure we get everything, understand everyone, what everyone wants and what they don't want, and be comfortable with. Possibly try to stream it because content. Yeah. Ark, you are amazing. I, I can understand sometimes having just thoughts and moments where you don't feel like it. It's understandable. Well, and it shows that you are human, and we think you are great. And anything that you may feel even more like that you don't understand or need more practice on, you will have it over time. You got to figure out foot. Foot will just be on its own layer. Yeah, we probably like assuming it's most of the people. Well, from like the other artists and stuff, it probably wouldn't be anything explicit. There might be crude jokes. But I assume that would be like the extent. Let's go with a dark like that. See, let's put in that purple spot. Okay. Accidentally. Oh, that helps if I'm also on that sort of thing. Yeah. One thing definitely would love to run at some point is this one I backed, which is like anime inspired D&D module and stuff. Comes with, came with new classes and subclasses and other stuff. So would be fun to do. And I'm gonna stick to that color at least. Yeah, maybe it should be a little. Yeah, yeah, looking a little bit better like that. I would not do that. That's bad DM. That's being a bad DM. Just like killing someone off, or aiming to try to just kill people off right away. Like stuff can happen, but you should not be aiming to try to kill your players that fast. I'll make jokes like, "No, you can't. You shouldn't be being that fast." I know there's like DM jokes where like, oh, speed running, trying to kill your players or whatever. But no, you should. Besides the fact that you shouldn't be doing that in general, in actuality, I would not be trying to do that in my own games. Yeah, I think white there, yeah, there, and then white on mainly the. No, that's not part of the tail. Man, this tail's freaking huge. Yep, and yeah, white here. I think the wing. I mean, the wing is. I'll probably just put it on a different one. Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, I would like to. I'm not familiar with what module that is that allows you just to be a dragon. Obviously, that sounds cool because I'll just use. Like I had a group that was trying the something about the Dragon Lords. That was like a Greek inspired one. Yeah. I should probably find some other places there to be gold. I'll worry about that in just a moment, but I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm not seeing any good place for gold. Belts are kind of that other, kind of a lightish brown. I'm gonna stick with a lightish, whatever this color. Probably try this color. Okay, we're gonna have to try. Yeah, I'm looking good. Yep, and so got to. Let's use the same red. It will just be on its own separate layer compared to that red. I think we still need the red to at least show up. Okay. Pretty much. And we gotta figure out. Where the was the. Where's the foot layer? Probably the weirdest. There's the foot layer. I'm just gonna use it also for this. And we're also gonna have it be some on the skin layer. I think at least like that one, like there, and then some a little bit on back. And then we have to put them on the leg. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks good. I just need to figure out better foot stuff. I mean, that is probably one of the most common relationships people have done in media. Yeah, I think that will work. Alright, multiply. Yeah, I'll try a different color in a moment, but probably being that. I feel like that has. I mean, granted, I don't think Marvel has done too many demon stuff in characters, so. But because, how, especially with them having mutants, they have probably done demon something sort of between those two. Keep forgetting what I'm on. And I'll just have that be part of a layer on top. That it was this one. So. I'm still remembering we're gonna have to do the fucking wings. Stuff I find getting talked about when you look away just for a split second. Not that much of a surprise. I'll use this one, but I'm sticking to the just that. That maybe a little bit darker. Maybe just a little bit there. So, this is the hair, so I'm going to use. I'll try this there. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of characters that, looking back, and either with a better understanding of autism or just being knowing more about it nowadays, you can definitely there are definitely some characters where you look at it like, yeah, no, in hindsight, it should have been obvious that they were on the spectrum. Granted, did I know about the spectrum when I was like in K for 12? No. So yeah, pretty much one of the only things we'll need to do is it's more of the coloring of the wings that I was mainly being whatever about. we'll put those ones. Nah, should probably be that for it. What if we do it like... Let's see, I'm trying to think. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, then it's that, which I'll use blue. That. Yeah, I feel like there's some parts in like apparently in the Bible where they don't really give the angels gender. It's just, of course, then how over time they do it. They, I think most of them also became male, but side point. So yeah, so yeah, angels being like fluid I think makes sense. Yeah, makes sense for that also. Was there like some sort of rating on the? There's some sort of. It's mostly just stuff like this. Sometimes I gotta go back for some Digimon just to have fun. Oh, forgot one. Hello, Ben. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and with gender, you don't have to look. There's no one set way you have to look. So if with like your character, if they were with how they're fluid, if they want to look more masculine, they can look more masculine. There's nothing wrong with that. They should. The character should look how they want, and of course, how the creator wants them to look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes that. Yeah, sometimes that does happen. Well, we all do sometimes do characters too much in a certain way, so we need and we can need to try to do them a different way. But have fun is one of the main things. Okay, so let's start with. Honestly, this should probably not be. Yeah, that looks better. There was a child between Shark Boy and Lava Girl in that one movie. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, where the is that layer? There's this. Did I just accidentally make something? Probably. Yeah, that's looking good. Hmm, good. Good. I don't. Huh. Don't know where that noise came from. Okay, we gotta go. I have to remember the buckles at some point. Mm-hmm. I have no idea what's going on. I can see that more or less. For if the turtles were for their sexuality. I like. I mean, celebrity is less likely. I would do. OC is inspired by like real people. I know it's more likely, but that'd be just vaguely based off of them. More so. Where the... Okay. Not seeing anything for 31. So... I'll use this, and then... Apparently I didn't do any of that one, so... Oh. Start working on these lines that need to be done. I think I might know what the sound you are probably thinking of, you probably heard. It's might be my phone just saying that I'm getting messages or something wants to do something or other. It's probably not important. Kind of see that. Based off of BBNO cash sign? Money sign? No idea. And Billy Harrington? I have no idea who those are. Yeah, I'm liking this. Thank you, man. Arc, sorry. I saw that. I think right. I don't know what I put the either partial dyslexia. I sometimes think I have that caused it or what. Looked at one person's name and another person's message. Shared on the Digi Destiny page might be a good idea. I'm gonna do. Oh, if I do try to do it, and I'm trying like the little thing pop across sometimes does, or a lot of times actually does, with the little line that's in like the shadows and stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll also try the turning stuff white like Kingpin has been doing. definitely. Oh. Thank you, Ben. I think it's looking really cool. In a way, yeah, Full Metal Angel. How to dramatize your character? I don't know. Okay, is it too far? Normal scientist, help tech lose limbs, new hearts, small business, wife, colleague. Ish. And also, then, like, probably. Like, it's using a lot of design stuff from the Digimon, so, still be careful. Well, let's see, we're getting some checkup, alarm, gunfire, hybrid, start killing everyone. Wife, hybrid killed him, but his dumb luck's like saving machine activated and start turning him into. Yeah. The only thing I will say does feel a bit. What tropey or stuff where it's like has definitely been done and seen before. Oh great, there's a part that I'll need to get, but yeah, like traumatic. Yes, goes too far. Not really. Like there's worse ways for it to have gone if you're worried about going too far that you didn't do. So does he do this? Yeah, yeah. Agree with Ved. Tame compared to like definitely other stuff people have done. And is dark. Wow, we got 3 hours in today. No idea who Gorilla is. I am in multiple different places when it comes to OC stuff, so who knows where exactly some of it is. Yeah, definitely gotta. We're almost. Yeah, no, yeah, we're almost done because we just gotta make a background. I'm gonna make. Like there's some part there we can fix in a moment. Yeah, I think it looks good for that. So now we got to figure out Sky. It's understandable. I think there's some typos, but if you're texting it on your phone, or sometimes just autocorrect in general, not good. And sometimes when you text, sometimes you just. I'm not. This is a general you, not you specifically. This is something that people sometimes do in general, where they like typing a little fast and then sometimes say like either miss words or misspell and don't double check. So there are some parts where it's like might have been like that, but for the most part, I understand it. I don't think it's too dark. I think we said like it's pretty tame. Like it's on a level that I think usually of what is like usually done when people are like making a backstory that's supposed to be dark. Like, obviously, if you wanted to try to go darker, you can. I'm going to use this as inspiration. Okay, we need to make a trying to make it be a different color. I think the white here is a little too close to that. So let's see. And then because I like putting a little bit texture and stuff. Do that. Multiply, turn it down, maybe a little bit of purple. Accident. Do not want that to happen. Dot again. Yeah, let's do a quick try of that, see what happens. Probably going to hate it in a moment, but Probably something else there. Yeah, giving it an outline. For actions, understandable, probably. In seems like it makes sense for like the character's actions. Yeah. Yeah, tried to do like an outline. Didn't. Not really a big fan of how it's the outline looks. I think. Yeah. No, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think that looks good as is. So. When. Put the signature and we'll. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, I'm going to say I think this is done. Yeah, we got a 3-hour stream done. That's good for. Probably pretty good for us. And yep, we are. Yep, this is. I think this is done. Done. It came out. Honestly, about what I was thinking. I might add some stuff around the claw later, but as it is, I think it's done and good. But thank you all for joining on the stream today. Good night, Ark. If you liked what you saw, then of course leave a like and subscribe to join our growing little Arcane town to be in the know for future videos, updates, and streams. Thank you again, Ark. And anyways, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all next time, which should be Friday, but you know, depends. Later.